Hello again, everybody, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Girls Soccer on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating 27 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Community Health Network, Church, Hiddle, and Antrim, Hamilton County Radio, the Hamilton County Reporter, and Deep Blue Computers. My name is Brad Silver. Dan Axe will be joining us momentarily here from the White River Elementary School Soccer Complex, home of the Noblesville Millers. And we could not ask for a more perfect afternoon and evening for soccer. The temperature is just delightful. A few low clouds out there, but other than that, it's just a gorgeous 75-degree afternoon here in Noblesville with a light wind coming out of the northwest at 7 miles an hour, humidity 66%. So ideal conditions here for soccer tonight. You know who's celebrating 27 years in business? Well, it's Logan Street Signs and Banners, specializing in last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. Contact them at 317-773-7200 or visit their website, www.loganstreetsigns.com. Follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We'd like to remind you that you can watch Hamilton County Television Sports live or on demand on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon, and Amazon Fire, and with the IHSAA TV app. You can also download the IHSAA TV app on your iPhone or iPad and watch the game live. Be sure to subscribe to YouTube channel at www.hctvyoutube.com. Big thanks to Tony Euler and the athletic staff here at Noblesville for their excellent hospitality and such. And we have just, Dan, we have just an absolutely gorgeous day for soccer today.
Great night, two good teams, two great coaches. So it ought to be a good one.
Let's talk about these two teams and where they stand right now. They both are undefeated. The Millers come in here at 3-0. The Tigers come in here at 5-0-1. And the interesting thing about both of these teams is, Dan, is neither of them are defeated. The Tigers have given up one goal all season. Millers haven't given up any.
That's a pretty good indication of the kind of game we're probably going to see. The one tie that Fishers had was against Carmel, and it was last weekend, and I believe that was the second game each team had played that day.
We're going to take it over to Andrew Tressler, the public address announcer here for the Millers, as he'll introduce the starting lineups for us tonight.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Noblesville High School welcomes you to White River Elementary Soccer Complex, the home of Noblesville Miller Soccer, for today's IHSAA and Hoosier Crossroads Conference Girls Soccer match, featuring the visiting Fishers Tigers and your Noblesville Millers. Now introducing the starting lineup for the visiting Fishers Tigers. The starting goalkeeper, a senior, number 1, Caitlin Hicks. A sophomore, number 2, Sammy Bird. A senior, number 3, Lauren Arnett. A senior, number 6, Ellen Stump. A junior, number 7, Casey Castro. A sophomore, number 8, Allie Macbeth. A senior, number 12, Taryn McFarland. A senior, number 13, Johanna Schroeder. A junior, number 19, Abby Trent. A sophomore, number 29, Isabel Streeter. A sophomore, number 34, Aubrey Robertson. The head coach of the Fisher Tigers is Ben Beasley. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Noblesville Millers. The starting goalkeeper, a junior, 00, Sarah Kyle. A junior, number 6, Carly Hudnall. A junior, number 8, J.C. Hoopengarner. A sophomore, number 9, Isabella Griffey. A junior, number 12, Kate Bettner. A junior, number 13, Jenna Chatterton. A senior, number 14, Sydney Anderson. A sophomore, number 15, McKenna Malloy. A junior, number 16, Emma Potter. A senior, number 17, Jensen Summers. And a senior, number 18, Ellie Knoll. The head coach of the Noblesville Millers in his 17th season is Mike Brady. Ladies and gentlemen, would you now please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Well, Dan, we're just about ready for soccer here, and we were talking before we went on the air that both of these teams have got some familiar faces back, but they also have some new players. Let's talk about some of those players that are back again for a junior or senior season for both of these teams.
Well, Carly Hudnall, we talked about her quite a bit last year as we got into the tournament. Jenna Chatterton, McKenna Malloy got a lot of time, and Emma Potter for sure. Big contributor last year.
As we get ready to go here, you heard Andrew give us the starting lineups. Six seniors on this Millers team. And just a few less seniors on the team for the red and white for the Fishers Tigers. Today is Pink Day here at White River Elementary Soccer Stadium. So the Millers will be in pink uniforms tonight with the white numbers. The Tigers will be wearing their white uniforms with red numbers, and we are underway. Millers take the ball back. They're trying to get things set up, get across the center line here. Dan, do you expect to see a lot of real tight defense tonight?
From the scoring so far this year for both teams, you would think so. There's some offensive talent out here too, though.
Tigers and Millers just moving the ball back and forth across the center line. That one goes out of bounds and will be put in play by the Tigers. Karen McFarland is a name that we mentioned a lot last year. She had the ball taken away from her by McKenna Malloy.
One of the captains this year.
Yeah. Tigers get back in plenty of time to stave off any action there by the Millers. That ball is going to go out of bounds and going to go back to the Millers. Pretty much right in front of the Tiger bench there.
Coach Brady over there getting that ball.
Miller's trying to get something set up here. They got one man back. Let's see what they can do with it. Intercepted by the Tigers. Nice bit of defense there, Dan.
Ball out to Potter.
She gets
hit a nice ball in there.
She gets it back in there, but the goal is wide open down the goal. Kendra McKenna. She is, it's Hicks. It's. I'm all screwed up here. It's Kyle. I'm sorry.
Sure, Kyle.
For the Millers, she was flat on her face, but she managed to get up in time to get back there and get back into the goal and put the ball back into play.
I think Fishers was pretty fortunate there.
Yeah. McFarland gets it in. Back out towards center. Tigers trying to control the ball across the court. Trying to get it set up. Taking their time, being patient, deliberate, whatever you want to call it, but they're taking their time trying to get it down there. Finally goes in on a kick from Abby Trent, but then right back into Tiger territory. Couldn't ask for a more beautiful afternoon for soccer, could you?
Gorgeous. Not much wind.
Mm-hmm. Low humidity. A little bit of contact there. Not enough to grab a whistle.
Noblesville trying to exploit that left back over there for Fishers.
Ball ends up going out of play, and the Millers get the inbound. Falling back and trying to reset. That one will go out of bounds to
I think got a foul.
the Millers on a foul.
Yeah.
He came close a couple times down here to get their feet tied up, but boy, that time that was, shall we call that a little more blatant?
Yeah, when they both end up in the ground, it's kind of.
Tigers trying to get the ball out of their own zone, but cannot get it out of there, and the ball's going to turn over. I didn't quite see what happened to cause that turnover. Did you, Dan?
No, I didn't. There's the first real chance here for Noblesville.
Noblesville with a good chance here. About a third of the way past the center line.
Played it
Trying to
early.
Get it centered. Good shot. Good.
Easily handled.
Yeah, easily handled there by Caitlin Hicks. First shot on goal for the game. Hicks gets a high, lofty kick that's going to come down just short of the center field line. Millers trying to get it set up, get back into the Tiger zone. They're penetrating. Jenna Chatterton with the ball. Look at the way she ball handles. Isn't she good?
Yeah, she's a
Back
nice
to Jenna
player.
again, yeah. We called her name a lot last year.
Yep.
That one's intercepted by the Tigers and almost out of bounds before the Millers stop it. Millers getting reset. Tigers trying to get it across the center line and just can't seem to break into the Miller side of the field, Dan.
Nope, not since the opening touch there.
That one's going to go over to the Tigers, and they'll get the inbounds from deep in the zone. Katie Holt comes in for the Tigers. First substitution of the day. Miller's trying to get it set up. Tigers trying to put on their best defense. Trying to get it down the field. Once again, the ball goes back toward the Tiger goal. Millers have just been playing outstanding defense here in the first 5 minutes. 34 minutes remaining in the first half. Knocked down, that could have been interesting there, Dan. Almost a
really
breakaway,
interesting.
yeah. Ball just didn't
Noblesville's
quite bounce
playing
right.
a pretty high press here, and so far it's bringing rain for them.
Tigers will get the ball back. They inbound it, taken by Lauren Arnett. Tigers take it, or the Millers take it right away. Emma Potter took it away. Goes out of bounds and over to the Tigers. Aubrey Robertson hit the ball. Tigers with their best chance of the game so far. They just can't take advantage of it. The Miller defense just gets right back there, and it looks like we have an injured Miller on the field there. I didn't see who that was, Dan, but she went down and she just did not come back up. While we have an injury timeout, let's remind you Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies, corporate awards, and in-house embroidery. Noblesville Trophies provides you with same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out online, www.noblesvilletrophies.com. Looks like that's Jensen Summers is the injured Miller. Wonder if she came up a little lame, or they're looks like they're working on the knee or the shin area there, Dan.
Hopefully it's just knee-to-knee contact and not a twisting thing.
I saw her go down, but I did not see the contact.
I hope there was contact. Got a sub over there.
So Jensen Summers is going off the field with assistance. Boy, you hate to see that, especially this early in the game and early in the season, Dan.
She's a senior. We talked about her a lot last year.
I haven't seen who they're bringing in for her yet.
Subbing in for the Millers, number 19, Alana Chatterton.
First action for Ilana Chatterton today. .33-11 remaining here in the first half. Millers with the ball. Tigers falling back, trying to get things set up and get some penetration, get into the Miller zone. They've just had a tough time getting past that the center of the field, Dan.
Yeah, they're pressing pretty high here and effectively. Everybody likes to play it out of the back, but it may be time to just send a ball long.
Just kind of dump and run, huh? Kind of like the old hockey term where you just get it into the zone. Lauren Arnett with the ball for the Tigers.
That's a nice idea.
Yeah. Sarah Kyle comes up with the ball and puts it to the midfield stripe. Millers give it up to the Tigers. Arnett with it. Back to McFarland. She loses the ball. Miller's with an opportunity here. Pretty well even numbers, but got somebody breaking down there. Caitlin Hicks comes out and makes the save for the Tigers. No save, but ends up getting the ball. Oh, they're sprinkling behind us.
Makes a nice visual.
Yes, it does. Miller's with the ball again.
It's a lot better than watching for the dark clouds that we did some time last year.
Yes, sir. I'd rather see that water than the water coming from the clouds and the rain like we had last season. We had an interesting season last year, Dan. Let's just hope that we're off to a good start and get all these games in this year on time as scheduled.
It's not brutally hot either.
No, it's been very nice. Tigers trying to get things set up and get into the Miller zone. They're finally across the midfield stripe. Sammy Bird brought it into the zone, but now she's lost it. She's going back trying to get back to it and get it again, and she gets the ball, takes it away from the Millers. Back to the Tigers once again. Abby Trent along the sideline. Allie Macbeth sets it up back in front of the goal there. Kelsey Castro.
She's on.
Castro's got Aubrey Robertson down there streaking down the right side of the field. Just barely gets that ball before it goes out of bounds. She's trying to get it out of the corner. Finally does, and it will go out of bounds, but the Tigers are going to retain the possession, Dan. Best possession they've had so far tonight.
Kind of that dump and run there.
Mm-hmm. Millers take the ball away. Isabella Griffey had it. Back to Griffey once again. We got somebody streaking down the left side there. J.C. Hoopengardner. That one goes out of bounds.
Substitution number 17, Rebecca Lewis. And for the Millers, number 21.
Rebecca Lewis, a senior forward, comes in for her first action. You know, those sprinklers turn around and we could start to get some rain up here.
Got a little rainbow happening over there on the one on the east side.
Well, we saw a few of those here last year too, didn't we?
Special effects.
Shot on goal. Picked up by Caitlin Hicks. Hicks trying to get it as far down the field as she can to give the Tigers a boost. That one's almost, wow, that was close to being a great interception there by the Millers.
They're still struggling to get the ball out of their own end.
Casey Castro gets it up a little bit. Abby Trent trying to get it out of their end of the field. Allie Macbeth had it kicked away from her. She sends it back into the center area to Casey Castro. Back to the goaltender, Hicks, who puts it back in play. 28-14 remaining here in the first half. Nothing to nothing here. The Millers and the Tigers. Dan, this is not only a conference game, but this is a big rivalry game. Anytime you get these teams from the county teams together, it's always a huge rivalry.
They're all close together.
Yeah.
A lot of these girls play club together. You have the 6-player rule in Indiana, so you've got limited number of high school players can be on any club team. So.
Tigers, the last couple possessions, have managed to get the ball across that midfield stripe a little better, but they still, I don't think they've got a shot on goal yet, do they?
Maybe just be a little more patient once they do get over.
Millers take it once again. Miss Curran James had the ball. Her first action of the game. Another side out.
Subbing in for the Millers, number 5, Ava Bramlett.
Ava Bramlett coming in for the Millers. This will be her first action of the day. She's a freshman midfielder.
He plays some freshmen. Was it the Malloy last year? Was a freshman. Got a lot of time. McKenna Malloy.
Inbound pass, and that one's going to go out of bounds. I couldn't see who that came off last. Is that going to be a...
Yeah, it's going to be a corner.
Corner?
Yeah.
Goaltender
Number 6,
Caitlin Hicks will put the ball in play. Isabella Streeter, she had a little bit of a rest there, and she back into the game. Certainly hope that Jensen Summers will be okay here shortly and get back into the game.
Is that her sitting in the cart over there?
I can't tell from here, Dan. Could very well be. Right down the center there. Tigers with a chance. That one's probably going to go out of bounds, which it did.
Yeah, it was off her. Goal kick.
Subbing in for the the Millers, number
I didn't know we were
22,
having a flyover today, did you?
Kiana Seifert.
Another special effect.
Yeah. Kiana Seifert seeing her first action of the day for the Millers. A little bit over 25 minutes remaining here. First half, still no score between the Millers and the Tigers. Here comes Jenna Chatterton. She's got a player on her left, but a nice defensive move there. And oh, what a defensive move, and what a move there by Caitlin Hicks, Dan.
Yeah, she stopped that from being a problem ball. Noblesville's got good speed all over the field.
Miss Curram James was speeding down the left side of the field there, and I thought she might get a clear shot, but she didn't. But then there was a shot on goal, and Caitlin Hicks made a very nice save there. I think that's the second shot on goal for the Millers in this game. I don't have any shots on goal yet for the Tigers.
No. Yeah,
Millers will take the inbound.
Yeah, she pretty much stopped across there. They had people stacked to put it away.
That ball's going to go over to the Tigers.
That assistant referee right there is going to have some issues here with the sun in a bit.
Yes, it is. Yes, he is on that side of the field. That's going to be a tough sun. Just a little bit after 7 o'clock here. Beautiful evening here in Noblesville.
Oh.
Riley Malloy, I think she was chasing that down for the Millers, and
It was
lost the
Emma
ball.
Potter, who was that, 6?
Carly Hudnall or
Ellen Stump
Ellen
that
Stump.
it came off of.
Okay.
So it'll be another goal kick.
Lauren Arnett.
Lauren Arnett returns to the field for the Tigers. 22:30, rather make that 23:30 remaining here in the first half. We're just about halfway through the first half. No score so far. Couple close calls. Thought I heard a whistle, yeah. What was that one for, Dan? Did you see
I
it?
think she was kind of elbowing her as they came across
Oh,
there.
okay.
Happened to be right in front of him.
So the Tigers will set it up here. I believe that's going to be Casey Castro who's going to put the ball in play. Interesting situation here, Dan. Good kick. Can they get the rebound? Oh, my.
Whoa.
Wow, that was close.
You don't want that ball bouncing in the box. But, Noblesville's not going to want to do that.
Sarah Kyle just managed to grab that ball almost right in front of a Tiger there.
I think she got bumped a little bit, too. And when they carried through, they moved the goalpost just a little bit.
They're making sure that everything is all set up properly. Kyle puts the ball in play. Millers had it. Tigers had it. Now the Millers have got it, but it's going to did that go out of bounds? Yes, it did. That was off of James.
Got some subs here.
Subbing for Fishers, number 4, Katie Holt.
Katie
And
Holt.
Millers, number 6, Carly Hudnall.
Carly Hudnall, one of the starters, comes
JC
back in.
Hoopengarner.
J.C. Hoopengardner comes back in for the Millers. Tigers have picked it up a little here in the last few minutes, Dan, but they have, they've gotten into the zone, but they haven't really been able to get any, with the exception of that last play, they really haven't gotten any good shots.
A little bit impatient.
Yeah. James takes the ball. Chatterton. Elena Chatterton had it. Got to make the distinction between the two Chattertons, between Jenna and Elena. Kyle kicks the ball into play.
It's a nice touch.
Yeah. Miller's trying to get something set up here, but a good bit of defense there by Casey Castro, Dan.
Nice work there. Nice work.
Allie Macbeth was trying to dig that ball out and eventually committed the foul there. So it'll go back to the Millers, or she got
is
fouled.
kind of letting them back in the game here. Forver here was wide open, and everybody got to set up.
Tigers trying to get something moving here. They haven't had a whole lot of end-to-end action here, but I think, maybe some of this is early season, maybe a little bit of it's big game here for both of these teams, conference game, rivalry game, maybe a little jitters, would you say?
Yeah, they're about 6-7 games into it, each of them, so a lot of that should be gone.
Mm-hmm. Tigers with an opportunity
here, we go,
here
right
trying
here.
to get things set up. Getting it over to Katie Holt, but the ball does go out of bounds. And I believe, is that going to go to the Millers, I think?
Fishers.
Fisher's got the ball. There they are right in front of us. Tigers once again trying to get it set up. Casey Castro tried to get it by Ava Bramblett, but couldn't get it by her. Bramblett got her foot out there again, and the ball goes over to the Millers. Nice interception there by Allie Macbeth. Macbeth setting it up.
Ellen Stump's getting open. They need to look for her. She's showing for the ball, and they haven't seen it. Imagine Coach Beasley will mention that to him.
Millers dig it out, but Taryn McFarland tapped it back for the Tigers. Tigers trying to get something set up here, but just haven't had too much success once they get up toward that goal box, Dan. Here comes the Millers, a 2-on-4, now a 3-on-4.
Nice ball out there.
Nice lead there. Let's see if the Millers can get to it. They cannot. I think that was Kiana Seifert who was the ball they were trying to get it led to, and she just couldn't. She was just about a step behind.
I think it was the Struder girl that kicked it out. Well played.
Mm-hmm. Dan, we're over halfway through this first half. When will these coaches start to change strategy a little bit? Are they making subtle little changes already? Or
Yeah, I'm thinking every time they bring somebody in, they're making a change. But one of the things here is Fishers needs to get the ball out of the back better.
Yeah,
And when they get the ball in their offensive half, they need to have just a little bit more patience.
well, during the first, the first 10 minutes of this half, they would just barely get it across the midfield mark, and Millers would take it right back. We got a couple. Do we have a couple subs there for the Millers waiting to come in?
I think it's Jenna Chatterton. Alana's already in back here, I think.
Yeah. Well, whoever was sitting in the gator there is up.
That's good. Oh,
Oh, just over the net. Got a lucky bounce there. So officially, Sarah Kyle, that does not count as a shot on goal.
no.
That is Jenna Chatterton, who's coming back into the game. She was a big hero in many of the Millers games last year, Dan.
Yeah, she was outstanding.
When she's on the field, she's one of those players that just seems to be able to make things happen.
Yeah, she's an exciting player.
Some people would say, well, that's just lucky. Other people, I think in Jenna's case, I think it's just plain and simple skill. Tigers once again trying to get out of their own zone, getting double teamed here. McFarland in a battle with Emma Potter. McFarland finally brings the ball up, but it's taken right back by the Millers. Millers with some numbers here getting set up. And a save there by Caitlin Hicks.
Yeah, I'm not sure we'll give her a save on that one there. That was.
Well, she stopped the ball.
Yeah. It wasn't a threat to be a goal.
We'll have to see if Andrew officially gave her a save or if it was just a nope, no save, not on net. Sometimes it's a little hard to tell from our angle if it's on net or not. Once again, the ball is turned over, and the Millers have a good opportunity to get something set up here, Dan. What do you think they're going to try to do here?
I'd play it early and just play it short. It's a long ball to put in the box there for her.
Kate Bettner will put the ball in play. Well, she didn't take your advice, did she? Millers have got it back out in front of the goal box there. Still got it. That's Jenna Chatterton. Every time she touches that ball, just energy.
Good speed, good talent, good skills. High soccer IQ.
Could call her the Energizer soccer player. Just under 14 minutes remaining here in the first half. Welcome to IHSAA Soccer on Hamilton County Television, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Brad Silbert along with Dan Axe. First of 4 soccer games we'll have for you prior to the sectional, and then sectional is just going to depend on what the schedule works out, what we will have. But I know we will have some sectional soccer action here on Hamilton County Television. Looking forward to that.
Be at HSE this year.
The girls will be at Hamilton Southeastern. The boys will be here at Noblesville.
Yeah, this is a little more interesting. She's in a little closer here.
Yeah. Kate Bettner. Going to set it up here, kick it into play. Bettner kicks.
That could be trouble.
Oh, just over the goal, Dan.
Good effort.
If that ball's a foot lower, she may have had a goal on that. Just barely over the crossbar.
Number 8, Allie Macbeth, and number 19.
Got a little over 12 minutes left.
What do they say in soccer and in hockey? That crossbar is the goaltender's best friend.
Yes, it is.
That ball didn't hit the goal, didn't hit the bar, but boy, it came close. Caitlin Hicks put it back into play. But the Millers take it right back. An opportunity, but the Tigers get back in time. Once again, the Millers playing more aggressive now again. McKenna Malloy back in the corner. And boy, she and it looks like, I believe, Lauren Fossler for the Tigers just collide down there, and both of them take a tumble. But they both look like they're okay.
Looks like we got a corner here.
Thanks to Lucas LeCain and Will Wofford, our technical staff here today. Will at the controls here. Lucas up on the camera, up on the roof, getting this great high-definition picture for you. You know, we're going to have that side kick, Dan. How are they going to set this up? Does it look?
It's hard to see down there in the corner. Went for the near post. Nobody there.
Millers get it right back again. Caitlin Bettner takes the ball. Here comes McFarland for the Tigers. Gets it to the midfield stripe. Robert Robertson had it. Ends up a little further down, but then the Millers take it right back and send it the opposite direction. Now the Tigers have got her back once again. That one's going to go back, and Sarah Kyle is going to send that one back out toward the midfield stripe. Kind of a lot of elbows and shoving out there, Dan.
Yeah, it's a conference game.
How much of that will the referees allow them to do?
A lot.
Will they?
Yeah, these are all big kids. It's they get to play.
As long as it doesn't get way out of hand.
Yeah.
Another good wrestling match out there. The Millers come up with the ball, trying to get things set up down the far sideline. Can they get down there before it goes out of bounds? Nope. But the ball is going to remain. No, it's going to be a...
yeah, it'll be a goal kick.
Yeah, it'll be a goal kick.
I think she just ran out of gas down there.
Well, they've been playing for 30 minutes straight here with one short injury break, so I imagine these kids are probably a little bit tired tonight.
Seemed like Fishers maybe would want to keep another player high to keep this back four honest.
Another whistle there, Dan. I didn't see what happened on that, but it's going to be a turnover.
They're pretty much able to just come up at will.
Mm-hmm. Millers will put the ball in play inside the Tiger zone. Millers have got the setup they want in play. See if they can get the deflection. They do not. There's a shot toward the goal, but not on the goal. And Caitlin Hicks takes that one. Gets it out to the another Tiger down the far side of the field. That'll be Sarah Kyle who puts it well over the midfield post. Miller's trying to come up with it again, but Taylor Stone for the Tigers has something to say about that.
He brought it back. He had allowed the advantage there for a second. It didn't develop, so he brought the ball back. Now let's see what happens here.
Casey
Got
Castro.
8 minutes left.
Casey Castro going to set this up for the Tigers. Just under 8 minutes here in the first half. No score. Welcome to IHSAA Girls Soccer here on Hamilton County Television. He's Dan Axe. I'm Brad Silbert. Nice to have you here. Let's see what happens here. Ooh. No rebound there. Tigers try to get it out front.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Did she make the save? Oh, she made the save.
That was a serious effort.
Wow. What a tremendous effort there by Sarah Kyle, Dan.
I think it was Ellen Stump with that hit in there.
That was a great effort by both teams. It looked like I thought the Tigers were going to have a goal there. But great defense by the Millers. Audrey Robertson loses the ball.
That's what hurts them.
Yeah.
Every time they get an opportunity like that, she turned right back into pressure.
Bettner picks it up, but then it goes to McKenna Malloy all the way across the field. Tigers have been playing fairly good, close defense, Dan, but the Millers just seem to have a little bit of an edge on them. Tigers with an opportunity here. That'll be Sarah Kyle who's going to take that ball and kick it back up the field. Miller's trying to decide what to do with it.
Jenna
Chatterton's got it. It's taken away by Sammy Bird. Right back to the Millers, then right back to the Tigers. Sammy Bird with the ball. Now, correction, that's Lauren Arnett who had it there in the center. Centering pass. That one's going to Chatterton. She's trying to get there, and she just cannot get there quite in time. Nice job of clearing that ball by Sammy Bird for the Tigers. Coming up on 6 minutes here. 0-0 here in the first half.
And for the Millers, number 21, Mescarin James.
Mescarim James returns for the Millers.
Noblesville's getting Fishers a little bit spread out here.
I just kind of had a funny feeling, Dan, whichever of these teams scores first is going to get the win. And to be honest with you, I would not be real surprised if this ended up in a tie, a 0-0 tie. Although the Millers seem to have had an edge most of the game so far.
Yeah, I'd say definitely.
There's a foul
That hurt.
called. Yeah.
That hurt.
I think that's Elena Chatterton who went down.
No, she's back here. 15.
15. I read the number wrong. McKenna Malloy.
Boy.
Malloy seems to be okay.
Looked like a foot to the thigh
Yeah.
there.
Looks like she's going to put the ball in play too, Dan. So she must be in. She must be all right. Miller's setting it up here, hoping to get something on the scoreboard before the half ends. Malloy kicks right on line to goaltender Caitlin Hicks. Easy save for Hicks there. Tigers bring it down, intercepted and knocked out of bounds by the Millers, but Tigers will put it back in play. Aubrey Robertson going down into the corner trying to get it, but she's got a Miller there already. That one ends up out of bounds, and it's going to go over to the Millers. Under 4 minutes here in the first half.
Let's see who wants to score here.
Millers put it back in play. Tigers end up with the ball. Tigers trying to get it back, or the Millers trying to get it back into the center. Jenna Chatterton streaking right down the center of the field. If they can get the ball to her, they're not going to be able to. Tigers got back in plenty of time.
Well, that was a nice ball.
Oh, yeah. And Caitlin Hicks, another good effort by her. She may not have a quote-unquote a lot of saves in this game, Dan, but she's been instrumental in keeping this game where it's at because she's been able to come out and make some nice plays to stop some offense.
Neither team's really put in a position for their scorers to do something with it.
Jenna Chatterton setting it up. Tigers go back and get it back again. Chatterton with a header there gets the ball. She had Taylor Stone right on her. Tigers trying to get set up again. They try to get it down the field, but we got a foul called there. And the ball will go over to the Tigers.
2 minutes left.
Strategy changed during these last 2 minutes of this half, Dan, or?
I'd say no. Just keep doing what you're doing. Get in at halftime. Make your adjustments. Tell them what you saw. Let them tell you what they saw.
Here come the Millers.
That's a nice, dangerous ball there.
Mm-hmm. Elena Chatterton put that
Except right there.
down
Nobody
there.
to,
yeah, but nobody there.
Follow it up.
Sammy Bird guarded by Elena Chatterton. Tigers get it to almost to the midfield stripe. Got Elena Chatterton again over there. She went from one side of the field to the other. She's everywhere. Oh, no, she's over here.
It's a good thing they have numbers.
Yeah. Well, the numbers on these on the Miller pink uniforms are they're just a little bit hard to pick up, and maybe after the sun sets with the lighting, it might be a little bit easier to pick those up. But a lot of with the white on the light pink, it's just a little difficult at times to pick up, but we'll do our best to try to get it done for you.
Was Fisher's red on white. That's pretty easy one.
Yeah,
there.
that's an easy one to pick up. You got about 35 seconds remaining here in the first half. Dan, it looks like we might go in at 0-0.
The other night, HSE boys scored on Brownsburg with 13 seconds left in the first half. So you don't want to let down.
No, you can't let your guard down, that's for sure. Another out of bounds play, and that could pretty well end the first half here.
That'll do it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, there we are at the end of the first half. No score. And before we go to commercial break, I want to tell you one thing here. Community Health is Indiana's leader in providing health care services where and when patients need them. With any questions, you can contact Community Health, 317-355-7775. Check out their website, www.ecommunity.com. Dan, before we take a little break here, your thoughts on this first half?
Can't say that either team played extremely well. I imagine their coach is going to have them dial it up here a little bit. The effort was there, but maybe some of the choices weren't as good.
We'll be back after these messages. You are watching Hamilton County Television Sports presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
When medical care is needed, where will you turn? With Community's Connect to Care program, one call or click finds you the closest open appointment. Request a time yourself or let us do it. From a primary care doctor or virtual visit to a med check or community clinic at Walgreens. Just call or click. You can go right to our website or to me. Connect to Care from Community.
Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville. Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street Signs and Banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street Signs and Banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Welcome back to White River Elementary School. Noblesville Millers and Fishers Tigers all knotted up 0-0 here at halftime. We're joined by Noblesville High School Associate Athletic Director, Assistant. I don't know what do they call you, Tony? Just
assistant, associate.
Mr.
It doesn't
Euler.
matter.
Okay.
There you go.
Tony Euler joins us here for a few moments at halftime. Tony, how's the athletic season starting off this fall?
Well,
for the Millers?
we are definitely in full mode. I mean, we've got a lot going on. Hosted the county cross country here last night. Hosted a big Hokum Karam. I think there were 17 teams here last Saturday morning. Of course, we've already hosted one home football game. Got another one this Friday night. All kinds of stuff going on.
And we'll have that game live here Friday night here on Hamilton County Television. I think that's the Millers and the Fishers Tigers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep,
Is that
you
right?
are correct.
Yeah, so what else is going on with the athletic programs? How's everybody seem to be happy and healthy, coming along well? Or
Yeah, the football team, and this is the result of that schedule that we got to do something about it. Playing Cathedral to start and then playing Carmel. I mean, those are two tough opponents, and what a lot of people don't realize is lots of times your team walks out of that pretty beat up, and right now we are pretty beat up.
Well, the first after the first week of the season on the coaches show on Monday night, Coach Roden was, I asked him, I said, how do you feel about playing the tough teams? Of course, no coach is going to tell you they don't like it, but I think the philosophically a lot of them look at it and say, hey, give me a couple good challenges here to begin with. But the other part of it is you come off those non-conference games, and boy, the Hoosier Crossroad Conference, every year, it just keeps getting tougher and tougher and tougher and tougher.
I mean, we're a 6A school. We're the 11th largest school in the state. We're not going to play a 1A school, in those first two games. So anybody we play is going to be good and going to be physical. And there's going to be injuries anytime you play football. But, boy, you start off with Cathedral and you start off with Carmel. Wow. Mm-hmm. And I tell you, of the two, Cathedral might be the better of the two, and Carmel's very good.
Well, I was talking just a few moments ago just about the overall quality of the HCC, and you look at girls soccer, for example. 6 of the 8 teams in our conference are ranked in soccer.
There are 4 or 5 sports: baseball, boys soccer, girls soccer, where the HCC is by far the best conference in the state, by far. And, you could have a great girls soccer team and finish last in this conference.
Yes, yeah, you could. Well, Tony, we thank you for joining us here at halftime. Always a pleasure to see you. We thank you very much for your hospitality and wish the Millers well for the rest of the season. And we'll be back with the second half after this 30-second timeout.
You know, when Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage: Logan Street Signs and Banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
Welcome back to tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Girls Soccer on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating 27 years in business. I'm Brad Silbert along with Dan Axe. Dan, it was kind of not what you could really call a very exciting first half.
No, it wasn't. No. I think both coaches probably talked to them about bringing up their skill level. I think effort was there. It just not a lot of breakaway, not a lot of things that looked like they led to scoring.
Well, it almost looked like, to me, I'm not going to say, I don't want to use the word lethargic, but it kind of looked like the teams were kind of maybe trying to feel each other out and see who's going to get that break to get something in the net, and it just never happened.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
The one shot down there that Stump had right in front of the goal.
Yeah, she had
probably
a good
the best opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've got 40 minutes more before this one is decided, and a lot of people with the records that these two teams have had. Here comes the Tigers down the field, battle there.
We knew going in these are both low-scoring, defenses that hold the people to low scores.
Yeah, that was Ellen Stump once again. You were just talking about coming down the field there and trying to get an advantage on the Millers, but she just couldn't get around the Miller defender. Tigers are going to have a chance to set this up. McFarland takes the ball inbound. Millers get it into the Tiger zone. That won't be kicked back into play by Caitlin Hicks. McFarland trying to get it for the Tigers, but ends up back in the possession of the Millers. Lena Chatterton had it briefly for the Millers. Jenna oops, got them backwards there.
Well, they're on opposite corners this time. So
yes.
Elena's on the back left and Jenna's on the front right.
Nice centering try there, and there was a Miller right there. But just could not thread the needle and get the kick.
Had goal written all over it there.
Yeah, it did. That's just the kind of break that one of these teams needs. Sydney Anderson and Taryn McFarland had a little battle down there. That one's going to go out of bounds. 37-16 left in this one. No score. Both teams have had a couple opportunities, Dan, but neither have been able to capitalize yet.
No, we're still going back to that one opportunity of Stumps was for real, and this last cross should have been for real.
Mm-hmm. Millers put the ball in play, looking for a deflection. Do not get it. Tigers
Noblesville only had 4 girls in the box on that.
Yeah. Tigers back in possession of the ball. Lauren Arnett brings it down, tries to get it deep into the zone, but knocked down by Emma Potter.
Poor communication there.
Robertson with the ball for the Tigers, trying to get it to McFarland. Miller's just managed to get right in front of McFarland and make the defensive play. Tigers with the opportunity. There's another shot. I think that might have been a little wide, Dan, but that was a good opportunity there for number 6, Ellen Stump. She's had some good shots so far tonight. But you know, with these goaltenders collectively between the two teams have only given up 1 goal this season. So
in a lot of games.
Yeah, I think in a total of 9 games between the two teams. So I think what we expected a defensive battle, and we have got it.
Noblesville not pressing quite as high this half.
Little contact there, incidental. Miller's trying to get it into the zone. Tigers getting it out. Robertson trying to chase it down for the Tigers. But the Millers get the ball back. Robertson on the ball, and there's a whistle there. Did you go out of bounds, or was there a foul there? I didn't see, Dan.
I think he called a foul.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to go to the Millers. No, it's going to the Tigers. I stand corrected. That'll be Casey Castro to inbound the ball for the Tigers.
Yeah, it's on the ground. It's a foul. I think the AR on that side called that one. He might have indicated a handball there. He grabbed his wrist.
Tigers ready to put the ball in play. Across the front, see if they can get the deflection. They do. Tigers take first, get the first goal. I didn't see who got that. Who got that? I still haven't seen who. Do we know who got the goal?
Right here. Is it 21?
21.
Or 12.
12. We think
Taryn
it's Taryn McFarland who got the ball.
I think Coach Brady just was shown a yellow card.
Probably more out of frustration than anything else, Dan.
Could have been.
Because for 45 minutes, this has been a 0-0 tie. And the Millers have given up their first goal of the season. Welcome Richie Hall from the Hamilton County Reporter to the press box tonight. So Taryn McFarland makes it 1-0 in favor of the Fishers Tigers. Dan, I know we've got 34 minutes left in this one, but strategically, how does this change that goal? How does that change it for both teams?
Not much. The usual thing is to watch the next 5 minutes for both teams. A lot of goals get scored right after goals, so team that scores it can let down. They can fire up and get another one.
Sydney Anderson put it over to the left. Here come the Tigers again. Miller's dropped back quickly on defense, though. Ellen Stump had the ball. She's still trying to wrestle to get it, and she comes up with the ball. She's still got it, but...
kind of a block tackle there.
Yeah, that was Kate Bettner who made the nice block there. Getting a little rougher out there now, I believe. It's James down on the right side for the Millers. Ball ends up going out of play. And I think the Tigers are going to get, no, the Millers are going to get that, excuse me.
He's called a foul in here.
Okay. I did not see the foul. I just saw the ball go out of bounds.
I saw James turn around and look for the foul.
Yeah. So the Millers with an opportunity here, Dan. This looks like one of the better opportunities they've had as far as kick for the foul.
Chatterton girls kind of left alone there. If they could, she makes a run forward, this could get interesting.
Mm-hmm. Now who's going to take the kick? Trying to get it set there. Across the front. Ball goes out of bounds. I think that went off the foot of Carly Hudnall out of bounds. And Fishers will take over.
Number 29, Isabel Streeter.
Isabella Streeter back in for the Tigers.
31 left. I don't want Jinx didn't say this will be the only goal, but
Well, I think we expected a low-scoring game, Dan, but I think we also maybe expected a little bit more end-to-end action on this, and there just hasn't been quite as much as I thought there would be. Millers with the ball, kicked away by McFarland.
Fishers has really turned up the energy here a lot.
Tigers have got it.
That's out of bounds.
That's going to go out of bounds. You know, go back to the Millers.
Off of Lewis.
Miller's trying to get it set up. Ends up going down toward the Tiger end of the field. And Mescurum James ended up with the ball. Goes out of bounds off of the Millers. Tigers take it inbounds. Sydney Anderson in a battle there with
he watched that
Rebecca
one for a
Lewis,
long time,
yeah.
and then he finally called it.
They kind of got a little tied up there, didn't they? Kate Bettner will put the ball back in play for the Millers. Noel down in the corner with a Tiger defender. Trying to get it centered. Cannot get the job done. 3 Tigers right around it, and they take the ball. But the Millers get it back. There was a nice little shove in the back there.
Spraying these balls out of bounds. They're going to wish they had those back.
Fisher's substitution, 34, Aubrey Robertson.
Aubrey Robertson, who's seen a lot of playing time in this game so far today, is back in for the Tigers. Millers with the ball. Trying to get it down the field.
Oh,
James just missed an opportunity there. That one is cleared by the Tigers, but right back to the Millers. Shot. Nice head block there. I think
we're going to have a corner kick.
Yeah, that was Casey Castro who made the block there. 28-22 left in this one. The Tigers on top of the Millers, 1-0 here at White River Elementary School. I'm Brad Silbert along with Dan Axe. Thank you for joining us tonight on Hamilton County Television. Hoosier Crossroad Conference Soccer. I think we got 3 more games after this, Dan? 3 or 4 more games that we're going to do before the sectional. Glad to have you with us tonight. Thanks for joining us.
at the number 3 and the number 13
Oh, my.
team here.
Yeah, almost had goal number 1 there for the Millers. I was remarking to Tony Euler when at halftime there, it's amazing how you look at the girls soccer and look at the Hoosier Crossroad Conference, and 6 of the 8 teams
Yep.
are ranked in the top 20. You don't see that in too many sports.
Nope. Soccer you do here, and especially with girls soccer.
Millers put it in play, but can't get the rebound. There's another
Good
shot.
hit. Nice
That's
hit.
a nice goal there. Beautiful
Yep.
goal there. I didn't see who got that, but we are all tied up at 1 apiece. McKenna Malloy, number 15.
Just a sophomore. Played a lot last year. So we're back to tied up.
Yeah, in less than 10 minutes, we've had 2 goals, and we'd played 45 without a goal. But that was very nicely set up, wasn't it, Dan?
That was a good goal. Good goal.
So we're back to a stalemate here between these 2 teams. Both teams have given up a goal tonight. Tigers had won 3 games already this season by 1-0, and tied Carmel 0-0. So low-scoring games are not anything uncommon for
I
them.
don't think they played anybody with the quality of Noblesville this year.
Yeah. Miller setting it up right at midfield. Down the far side of the field. Will that get out of bounds? No. Miller still control the ball. Into the middle.
Ball in
Trying to
Jenna
get it to
Chatterman,
James.
Nobody there.
Ooh, there's a foul. Is that Malloy that went down, or was it Bramblett that went down?
Malloy,
I
15.
couldn't tell it was 15 or 5.
Yeah.
I saw the 5. So the Millers with a golden opportunity here to put another goal on the board, Dan. Setting up a little different than the last
The last
time.
time they tried a little trick play. See what they do this time.
Right into 4 Tigers. Kate Bettner tried to get it over them, but just could not get it over them. Those 4 Tigers lined up right across there and made the stop. 25 minutes, 25 seconds remaining here in the second half. Caitlin Hicks put the ball in play to midfield. Tigers trying to get it down into the Miller zone. That one is intercepted by Sydney Anderson. Nice interception there. Tigers still controlling the ball, trying to get something set up here. Intercepted by
She's going to put it out of bounds.
Sammy Bird. Not quite halfway through the second half here. 2 goals in less than 10 minutes, and we are still tied. Tigers struck first, and the Millers about 8 minutes later. Here comes the Millers back, trying to stop a Tiger rush. Miss Curram James had that ball, and she was mad at herself. Did you see the look on her face there, Dan? She thought she was going to get it down the field.
That wasn't the greatest ball to handle there.
Went off the side of her foot. and went out of bounds. And the Tigers are going to have the inbound play. Abby Trent will put the ball in play.
Smart play.
I'll bet you didn't know that there was a Miller fan club in Evansville, Indiana. Did you, Dan?
No, I didn't.
Jess Roberts and his family, they're related to Kylie Roberts. And I was down there over the weekend and met Jess, and he promptly told me, hey, we watch these games on Hamilton County Television. Great to see him. So big hello to Jess and his family. And
there you go.
I know they're down there rooting for the Millers tonight down there in the Pocket City down there in Evansville. McFarland tried to take it away.
Ooh.
She got it away, and probably
nice
one of the better opportunities. If she could have turned that ball around and had a forward down there, they might have had an opportunity. Nice kick there, well past the midfield stripe. All the way down the far line. Tigers take it right back. Drive it down in the Miller territory. Audrey Robertson trying to get it set up. She's got it there in front of the goal. She's got one player there. There's another one. Oh, a low kick, but
it's all right.
Oh boy,
it was a good opportunity. It's a nice build.
Sarah Kyle did a nice job of stopping that, but Miller's had a couple nice opportunities there. I should have said the Tigers, excuse me.
Robertson's only a sophomore. She got some time last year, I remember, in sectionals.
Mm-hmm.
When he plays that one up, she's a mighty good asset up there.
Tigers ready to put the ball back in play. Goes right off the Millers and off the bench. To the Miller bench, back in bounds. Another stoppage there. Do you have a foul called on that, Dan?
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was.
Yeah, I didn't see it. But the Millers are going to take the ball. One each here, 20 minutes, 40 seconds remaining here in the second half. Miller's trying to center it. Stump had the ball. Well, she's all over the place. She's digging down to get that thing right now. That's a foot race. That goes out of bounds. Tigers should have it over there on the side. Thank you for joining us for IHSAA Girls Soccer, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners. Got a whistle there. What was it? Did you see?
She was holding her up.
Okay.
She had her arm out across her. I think she's going to get a card.
Gets a yellow card.
Yeah, it's for repeated fouls, not for that one.
Mm-hmm.
He was pointing to the locations.
It happened right behind the post that we're looking through, Dan, for me.
Miller substitution, number 4, McKenna Corley.
Emma Potter
Number 9, Isabella Griffey.
set to put the ball back in play after we get a couple substitutions here.
Yeah, Fishers needs to put another player on the field. There we go.
Starting in for Fishers,
Isabella Streeter, one of the starters for the Tigers, back in. A lot of room over there across the field.
Yeah, poor touch there.
Yep. Did I hear another whistle?
Yep.
Yes, I did. A lot of whistles in this half, haven't there been?
Yeah, the play's amped up a little bit here.
So the Tigers will try to take advantage of the situation here. That one's oh boy, Streeter almost had a chance there, but just couldn't make it happen. Streeter is again wide open under the net, and she got pushed.
She was offside.
Oh, it's offside, okay.
I say she had her beat, though.
Yes, she did. All the way down to the other end. The 2-on-1 there. But the Millers end up coming up with the ball into the middle.
Nice cross.
Mm-hmm.
And a handball.
Handball will turn the ball over. The Tigers are going to have it once again, Dan. We're at the 18-minute mark here. How does when does the strategy start to shift in this, Dan?
I don't think there is much here. You got a tie game, so they're going to play it pretty much the way they were. When one of them was ahead, it might have made a little difference.
Mm-hmm.
Ties are deadly in the conference, though.
Mm-hmm.
It almost is like a loss. The point difference is you still get a point instead of 3 points for a win, but that can really do you in. They're both going to play to win.
Millers and the Tigers all tied up at 1-1. Millers trying to get it set up and get something going here. Ava Bramblett takes it into the middle, now over to the side, centering. Oh, nobody there for a deflection.
A little long.
Good idea, though.
Yep.
Not a real high percentage play, but boy, if you can execute that, that's
well, there haven't been that many opportunities for service there into the box, and that was one of them. She just overhit it. Or she needed a player that was about 9 feet tall.
Caitlin Hicks puts the ball into play. Right to a Miller. Back to Streeter for the Tigers. Nice move there by Lauren Arnett.
She's got speed on her.
That's Robertson down there in the corner. She's trying to break through. Gets it into the middle, but the Millers take it away and clear it out of danger into by the midfield stripe. Tigers put it right back on the other side of the field, but it goes out of bounds, and ball will go over to the Millers. Don't forget, coming up Friday night here on Hamilton County Television, Fishers Tigers and the Noblesville Millers. Varsity football from Noblesville. Our friends Jerry Baker and Craig Atkins will be bringing that game to you here at 7 o'clock Friday night on Hamilton County Television. And don't forget to join us for Game Day. We'll have a number of games on there for you to watch. And Jim Wofford at the controls over there will bring you all the highlights from 4 different games around the HCC and throughout central Indiana. Millers and the Tigers all knotted up at 1 here. Miller's trying to get something going here and maybe try to take advantage of some home field advantage. Almost looked like she got that by her hands, but when she was laying on the ground there, but no call on it. Millers fall back and regroup.
Likely to be getting a little bit slippery out there.
Yeah, it may be because
got some dew now.
There's a shot blocked. That was blocked by number 7, Kelsey Castro. Miller's trying to keep the pressure on. Back to midfield. Down to the right side. Ellie Knoll put it toward the goal, but intercepted. Knoll's going to take it right back. She's got control of it.
Well defended.
Yeah, very well defended there by Lauren Arnett for the Tigers. Miller's trying to keep the pressure on here, Dan. They've these last few minutes, they've definitely had the advantage in the pressure. They've kept it down here in the Fishers' end. Two goals in about 7 minutes is all the scoring so far tonight. One at about the 34-minute mark, another one about the 27-minute mark. Tigers took the initial lead. Millers came back and tied it up. Tigers bringing down across midfield. Nice ball handling there by Sammy Bird. She's still got that ball, Dan. There she puts it in the center, trying to find somebody.
Offside.
Offside, yep. I find it so much easier to call offside in football than I do in this.
Well, everybody wants to help the AR, so everybody can see it better than the guy that's close to it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. 13 minutes remaining in this one. Millers and the Tigers all knotted up at one apiece. That one goes out of bounds. And we're going to have a couple substitutions here. I imagine toward the end of the game like this, we're going to see a lot more substitutions, right?
Yeah, they're both going to want their starters back out there. They want the people that earned it to be there.
Tigers with the ball.
The last 6 or 7 minutes, they'll be back to the way they started, I expect.
Streeter brings the ball down the field, right off of Miller, right back to Streeter, back to the Tigers, over to the right of the net. Good defense there by the Millers to keep them going straight and keep them away from the goal. Oh my! I don't think that was on purpose, but boy, that was a hard fall that went down there. That was one of those gymnastic stunts.
That happens. So.
Yeah, yeah. Fortunately,
she's talking to giving her a talk, but I'm not sure she did much wrong there.
Fortunately, nobody injured on that one. Sometimes those ones that look the worst, that they don't get hurt on.
Thankfully.
Yes, definitely.
It's a short season. You play, 18 games if you're fortunate in about 7 weeks. So.
And this is such a physically demanding sport.
When you're tired, you get hurt.
Yes, yep. Miller's with the ball, trying once again to get the thing set up and get it into the zone. That one's going to go against the Tigers. Miller's with an opportunity with a kick from the left side of the goal. How do you set this up now, Dan?
I think they'll crash from this side unless they've got some kind of a play on here. Girl there in the 18 all by herself.
I could not see who's going to be taking the kick there. Just a matter of trying to get a deflection, which they try to get, but they don't. Yeah, good effort. It goes out of bounds.
Be a goal kick.
And goaltender Caitlin Hicks will put the ball back into play with just 10 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in this one. No OT until we get to the sectionals.
Used to be that way in conference. Used to go to OT and kicks. They made for a lot of late nights when you came back from Brownsburg and Avon.
Oh, yeah, I'll bet it did.
We had a lightning delay, an overtime game at Brownsburg once, and the bus pulled in 11:59.
That doesn't surprise me. Out of bounds once again. I'd like to just take a moment here to recognize all the folks out there on the East Coast, and our thoughts and prayers with them, and just hoping that that Hurricane Dorian decides to stay out in the water there, and it's already wreaked enough havoc in a lot of places. And where your daughter was last year, they're just about ready to get hit there in Camp Lejeune.
Yeah.
And North Carolina coast, and our like I say, our thoughts and prayers go out to those people, and hopefully everything will turn out okay for them. Of course, your daughter is up in what, Alexandria now?
She's in Virginia, but she's out in California.
Oh, she really evacuated, didn't she?
No, she's out there on duty.
$8:25 left in this one.
Oh,
wow. Abby Trent was trying to kick that ball, and she almost kicked right into Isabella
He
Griffey.
called it too. This ball's on the ground. So Emma Potter's going to take it.
Miller's setting up. Another out of bounds play. Tigers take it back again. It's Streeter again. She loses it off the foot. Or stump, I'm sorry. Did I say Streeter? I meant stump.
Yeah, she's had some big battles there tonight with
Stump once again.
Seven minutes.
Under 7 minutes, we are tied 1-1. Shot on goal.
Tough one to handle.
Yeah, you know, those bouncers like that can be,
yeah.
You know, I mean, you hit something just right on the ground and
get a little dew on the ground, the ball skips.
You get a couple good junior goaltenders out here who probably practice those shots all the time.
You hope so.
Miller's about to inbound the ball. Haven't seen Jenna Chatterton on the ball too much in this half, Dan.
No, less so, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Miller's with the ball. Oh, my.
Nice. That was
wow.
Nice stop.
A great stop there by Caitlin Hicks. She took what I think both of us thought was going to be a goal right away.
I'm not sure she saw that one right off the kick.
Wow. Great replay, too, there from our Hamilton County television crew. Thanks, guys. So we are still tied at 5:27 at 1-1 here in the second half. Couple substitutions coming in for the Tigers. Trying to get a couple sets of fresh legs in here. I think both of these teams have played fairly cautiously tonight.
Yeah.
You know, in comparison to I really
moments of extended play where they got into it a little harder, but
I thought
right.
I thought it'd be a little bit more wide open and a little more end-to-end
I think there'd
action.
been an early score. It would have been like that.
Mm-hmm. Another foul called, Dan.
Blew his whistle a little bit longer that time. That's usually an indication that his patience is wearing.
Mm-hmm. Millers will have a kick far to the right of the goal. Now he's telling him to move over farther, almost to the out-of-bounds line. It'll be Isabella Griffey who's going to put it in play for the Millers. Ooh, good idea, but that one goes out of bounds. Got the rebound for a change.
Yeah, not too good a touch. Ball had a lot of pace, but it was hit just a little bit too shallow. 3.5.
And counting. Beautiful night. What a gorgeous night here in central Indiana. That one's going to go out of bounds, and the Millers will take possession again. But the last 5 or 10 minutes, the ball has hardly been across the midfield stripe.
She had the opportunity to play that ball back there and chose to make a low percentage ball move forward.
Millers have definitely controlled the ball more here in the last 10 minutes or so. Almost really since they scored that last goal. They're almost 25 minutes ago. 2:41 left. Anything can happen. Got one breaking free there. That's Chatterton. We just said we hadn't mentioned her much, and all of a sudden she's going down there.
She called that corner kick, and she got it. So this is a chance here for Noblesville. You got 2 minutes and change. Going to run out of time. Only got one person back at 10 up.
See if they can get the deflection. No, they can't get it. Millers go back and try to get the ball again, and it goes out of bounds.
2 minutes.
Fisher's ball.
Tigers will have the ball. Under 2 minutes remaining in this one. Tigers lose it. Millers get it back. They've got an opportunity here, Dan.
Oh, touch.
Can't take advantage of it so far. Miller's trying to get something set up here, going toward the corner. Cannot get it set up yet. There's one on goal. If
dangerous ball.
Oh, my. Yep, very, very dangerous. But Caitlin Hicks once again up to the task for the Tigers. Minute and 10 seconds remaining in this match. Hicks gets it just short of midfield. Millers push it right back down to Hicks. She'll put the ball in play once again. Here comes the Tigers trying to get something going. Robertson with the ball. That's going to go out of bounds. That was last touched by McKenna Malloy, and we're down to 30 seconds and counting. Tigers probably with maybe the last chance here, Dan, in this one. We've seen stranger things happen. Here comes, once again, Stump.
That's going to end it. We've got about 15 seconds. She hit a rolling ball, I think. Yep.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And there it is, the final score in this one tonight between the Noblesville Millers and the Fishers Tigers comes out at 1-1. We'll wrap this up in just a second here. Say, since establishment of Church, Hiddle, and Antrim in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most complex and challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it the most. Give us a call, 317-773-2190, or visit our website, www.cchalaw.com. Dan, 2 goals was it. They came within the matter of 7 minutes there in the second half. Give us your thoughts and recap on the game.
I'd say Noblesville's going to be the more disappointed team. I think they had probably better chances that they weren't able to execute on.
Yep.
I think they probably played at a little bit higher level than Fishers did.
Well,
but Fishers played well. You know, the score says 1-1.
Next Hamilton County Television soccer game coming up next week on Tuesday. We'll be right back here at Noblesville, and it will be another Noblesville boys game, first boys game we have of the season. Dan, thank you for joining us today. We appreciate it, and we'd like to thank you for watching tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Girls Soccer on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 27 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Community Health, Church, Hiddle, and Antrim, Hamilton County Radio, the Hamilton County Reporter, and Deep Blue Computers. On behalf of Dan Axe, I'm Brad Silbert. Thank you for joining us tonight. Good night.